tobacco auction. We're going to get that going here in just a few minutes. We've got a great set of auctioneers and buyers here. This is the real deal. This is the way it was always done in the old warehouse. You'll get to hear the chant. You'll mark the tickets. We're going to sell this roll of tobacco. We want to thank the guys at Oxford Tobacco Research for bringing it down here for us. But first, I want to introduce a guy here that's going to give an award today. We're going to talk about some of this tobacco that's over here in these cabinets. And I'm going to give it over to Dr. David Smith. If you would, Dr. Smith, come on up here.
Thank you, everyone. I'm David Smith. I'm the Chief Deputy at the Department of Agriculture. That simply means I report to Steve Frostner. He's a bit under the weather, and quite frankly, when we found out early this morning that he would not be able to be here, that was one sick puppy. But we're probably glad he's not here because we don't want him spreading whatever he has. The first thing I want to do is make a presentation for the best hand of tobacco in the tobacco contest. But I need to know, is Bailey Watkins here? Bailey? Each year we select the best hands in the contest, and these are judged for the Commissioner's Award. This year we recognize you, Bailey Watkins, from Granville County. At 24, he is a fifth-generation farmer, and this is his second crop. He likes farming with his dad, and the challenge of growing the best tobacco you can. So David, congratulations. Commissioner of Agriculture Award, Heritage Tobacco. Let's give Bailey a round of applause.
The next guy I'm going to introduce you is Mr. Tobacco himself. He grew up on a tobacco farm in Granville County. He's been in tobacco all his life. They've done it all. They've farmed it. They've sold it. Everything you can imagine. Mr. Billy Yergin from Granville County. Come on, Billy.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you so very much.
First question I have is, I want to show of hands, how many of you have never seen a tobacco auction? Give me a show of hands. All right, let me just tell you, as my father would say, you are about to witness the greatest show on earth. And it is the greatest show on earth for many, many reasons. And first of all, let me give you a bit of history briefly on the auction system. It began under the hands of a man named Thomas D. Neal in Danville, Virginia in 1866. The auctioneers' chant actually preceded that. H.B. Montague from Henderson started the gobbledygook tobacco auction chant, and then that was in the few years before that, and Neal, after the war, began his loose leaf auction system in Danville, and it led all the way down to Florida, all the way into Kentucky, and it truly became the greatest show on earth. And for one reason, just for one alone, when you see every 7 to 10 seconds a pile of tobacco changes hands from the farmer to the buyer, and in a day's time over hundreds of thousands of dollars change hands without a contract. It's with a blink of an eye or a signal of the hand or pat of the chest or some familiar signal that the buyer gives to the warehouseman. And the miracle workers on this issue is the warehouseman, in our case today, Frank Lee, and the man who really does the miracles is Matt Day, the ticket marker, because he is concentrating on this pile of tobacco, the price it bought, who bought it, and the gravy company wanted to go in while the auctioneer's selling this car. And he's got to keep up with every one of them, and he's 3 behind. And then the next man that comes along is the clip man, the man who holds the clip and records the prices. All of that happens in a matter of 7 to 10 seconds per pile of tobacco. And let me tell you this, when the day is over with, the farmers are happy, the bankers are happy, the used car salesmen are happy, the insurance people are happy, everybody is happy. My father was a tobacco warehouseman like Frank Lee back here and like several of those, and they knew what was going on. They knew what the farmers needed, they knew what the buyers needed, they knew what exactly to do every day to get that farmer what he had worked so hard for all year long, the right price of tobacco. It is a culture that actually began in 1610 at the hands of John Rolfe. But the auction system, as I said, began in 1866, right after the war between the states, and it grew and it grew and it grew and it grew. It became a world for people like myself who grew up between the tobacco rows in the warehouse and in the field. And I want you to watch closely, and when it's all over, I want some of you to tell me what the auctioneer said. All right, Pat.
All right, Billy, thank you. Thank you so much for that history. Look, we're going to get this thing going. We're going to call the first auctioneer up here. I think it's going to be Sandy. Is that right? Are you leading Sid? Sid Stone's going to lead the sale. Y'all get this. It's going to be this first auctioneer is Mr. Sandy Houston. I'll get that thing up so we got it on that one.
All right, here we go, line up, gentlemen, if you will. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I want to apologize. I think I have the same thing that our commissioner has, and it affected my voice quite a bit. All right. All right, keep it now. 18, over here, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, 100, 100, 55, $5, Gabriel. 85, over here, 85, 100, Ginger. 85, over here, 85, 4, 4, 9, 6, 9, 6, 7, 8, AC, 1. All right, keep it to 85, over here, 5, 100, 85, 85, over here, 86, 7, 8, 9, 9, all right, 90, over here, 90, all right, 90, over here, 92, 2, 95, 95, all right, Ginger. All right, all right, keep it to 85, all right, Diamond. All right, 81, 1, 2, 2, 2, I'm in the middle, 84, 5, 5, 5, 82, 2, 2, I'm in the middle, 85, 5, RTR. All right, keep it to 85, I'm in the middle, 85, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, Emerald. All right, 85, I'm in the 85, 90, I'm in Virginia. All right, 95, give me a minute, 95, I'm in Diamond. All right, 95, I'm 96, 7, 8, 90, late, my friend. Hey, 99, give it out, give it all. 95, I'm 85, I'm 95, Diamond. All right, 95, I'm 95, Soul America. 95, I'm 85, I'm 96, 7, 8, 98, 99, 2, different. All right, 2, Taylor. All right, 2, 2, 5, I'm 5, 2, 6, 7, 6, 7, different. Take it 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, give it out. Come on. All right, give it 2, 5, I'm 5, American. All right, 2, 5, I'm give it RJR. All right, give it 2, 5, I'm 5, give it Adams. All right, give it 5, I'm 5, Bill and 95, don't give it out. Take a boy. All right, 95, 96, 96, 86, 96, Taylor. All right, yes, sir, baby. All right, 205, 205. Thank you, my friend. 205. 5, bid 5, pound on the 5 now. Taylor. All right, here we go to 5, pound on the 5, bid to $5, time on. All right, here we go now to 5, pound on the 5, bid now. Walk in, hey, now to 5, pound on the 5, bid now. Come on, hey, to 5, pound on the 5, bid now. Virginia, hey, to 5, pound on the 5, bid now. American, hey, to 5, pound on the 5, bid now. Sold American. Thank you,
ladies and gentlemen. Let me look at that. Thank you, sir. Appreciate all the folks coming out because they come out here and do this out of the goodness of their heart to keep this heritage alive, and we certainly appreciate it. All right, next we're going to get Mr. Tommy Faulkner to lead the sale, and Mr. Ted Stone's going to sell us row in the back. Are we all right, Ted?
Ready to go, boys? All right. Tommy, you ready? Okay. 205, high, now, great start. Top hold, in there, Jim Rowe, Jay Rowe. Hey, 2 10, now, for the export, 10, now, 10, Jay Tara. Hey, 2 10, now, Jay Brown, 10, now, 5. Hey, Mark, that's 4, 10, now, for Greenville. Hey, 2 10, Warehouse. Hey, 2 10, 5, 10, now, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50, 60, 70, sold Warehouse, American. I will get it. They want to be. I got 15, 25, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 60, 40, down, 2 now, 5, now, 40 bills, 8, 2, 8, run, 8, Sold to America. Hey, to the end of the day, 10, 15, 2 to the America. Hey, to the end of the day, RJ, no, 10 minutes sold to the White House. Hey, to the end of the day, now picking 2020, Rich Taylor. Hey, taking 14 me hard end of the day, yes sir, hard best sold to America. Thank you.
All right, give him a hand, give him a chance.
Take 5 to the times of the land on being America. Check the tail, check the time, but time, check the time, check the time, on the hill. I check the time, check the time, check the time, check the change, check the change, check the check down, America. Today, change, check the check, check the check down, check the check down, Taylor. I check the check down, the check, check the check down, on the hill. I know the check, check the check, check down, my money, check the down, I'm on the and the down, he down, America. 80 down, 80 down, 83, 83 down, 80 down, 80 down, 33 down, 83 down, 83 down, 83 down, don't care, 83 down, 83 down, America, 83 down, export, 83 number 3, 83 down, 83 down, 83 number 3, 85, 85 in America, 85 pound, 85 on export, 85 pound, 85 on funeral, 85 on 85 on dinner, 85 pound, 85 on America, 85 pound, she got in America. Down 90 down in America, 90 down 9 down in America, 99 down in 9 down in export, 9 down in 9 down in America, 9 down in 9 down in America, and I'm down in 10 down. 91 got one 91 time, 95 in monkey, 95 down in 90, and 95 at time, 95 in export, and 95 down in Hebrew, and 95 in time, 95 in America, and 95 in Israel, and 95 in time, a 2 down in 2 down in Hebrew, a 2 down in 2 a 2 down in America, a 2 down in Hebrew, a 2 down in export, a 2 down in shake, a 2 shake down in export, a 2 shake down in diamond, a 2 shake down in shake down in rural, a 2 shake down in shake down in Hebrew, a 2 shake down in America, a 2 down in a 3 down in 3 down, 3 down in 3 down in 31, a 3 1 2 3 2 down in 2, a 3 2 down by Hebrew, a 3 2 2 3 2, a 3 2 down in America.
Thank you, Mr. John Bagwell.
You got me 2, 92, 192, PG, 192, export, 192, 192, roll, 192, Dipro, 192, 5, 95, 95, XC, 195, 95, export, 195, 95, Dipro, 195, TG, 195, 95, 95, Renault, 195, 195, 95, Taylor, 195, TG, 195, 95, Debro, 195, one of the more, 95, 95, America, 195, 95, Renault, 195, export.
When you look at the barn, we'll get you one of these to take home to remember how it was. All the proceeds go to sponsoring everything you see. The tobacco contest that more than 2,000 farmers can tie one like this and enter. But you can take a souvenir home with you. And this tobacco was cured in the same barn last year. So it's all makes one cycle. So help us out with that. The other thing we have is a series of shirts up there, and this one says the crop that built America, and it's got some of the semblance of the things that you'll recognize from our heritage. The other version says America's first crop, and Billy, here you tell them real quick.
Absolutely. Graham, after 5 attempts to settle this continent, a man named John Rolfe, who was married to Pocahontas, the Indian princess, realized that her father, Pocahontas' father, was growing this tobacco, and he decided to send 200 pounds of this tobacco to some of his buddies on the streets of London to see if they'd sell it. That was in 1612. By 1618, he was shipping 60,000 pounds of tobacco from Jamestown into Europe, into Great Britain. And from that point, it grew every year, and tobacco was currency. You didn't pay 50 cents for goods and services. You paid by a pound of tobacco, and from then up until the French and Indian Wars, money was currency. Tobacco made this country, my friends. It bought the clothes on our backs. And this right here celebrates that, and let me encourage you to go by Graham's place of business and buy one of these t-shirts.
We have it in different colors and different sizes, so see one on the way out. And it's true, we might not have had a nation that we know without the launch that happened with this crop. Now, this is a very political crop, and we've had a lot of things to overcome and endure, and so there's questions about its future. So we still need, tobacco is still important to the